See, clearly a 1 for people who can properly read. So yeah. So despite being perfectly literate, I would like to think, I can't read numbers. So I started opening my Ninja Book Advent Calendar box and looking at this, I held it this way for some reason, even though it was upright on the book that I unpacked, and thought, looks like those hills you see in the background of like a Super Mario level, and well, it's obviously a 3, so I opened week 3 first, and because I wasn't here last weekend, I can now open week 1 and 2 in one go, so let's do that. See, clearly a 1 for people who can properly read, so yeah. We've read all of the Christmas jokes already, so you get to enjoy them for week 3. Let's get to ripping. So the extra bits for week 1 start out with a card about St. Nicholas Day, which I actually know perfectly well because we do that in Germany on the 6th of December as well, but let's go. Celebrated on December 6th or 19th, depending on whether you're in the Western or Eastern Christian tradition. St. Nicholas Day celebrates the ancient Bishop of Myra, on whom the modern-day Santa Claus is based. Children leave out shoes in the hopes that St. Nicholas will fill them with chocolate coins and oranges, and in some European countries there are parades, and St. Nicholas is accompanied by a devil-like figure called Krampus or Knecht Ruprecht, depending on the country, who punishes children who have been naughty. Indeed. Okay, I didn't put any oranges into my boyfriend's shoes, and we're also not children, so technically it doesn't apply anymore, but we do it anyway because chocolate. The back of the recipe card is always the same, but these ninjas are kinda cute. This one is for mulled wine. Well, we might do that for Christmas, I suppose. There's also a short story in here. I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, The Gift of the Magi, by O. Henry. Okay, apparently a Christmas story about magic as well. Desperately in love but destitute, Della and Jim try to find ways to drum up the cash for presents for one another, but in the end find they have sacrificed too much along the way. An ode to love and a warning against the consequences of capitalism, The Gift of the Magi has stood the test of time and has sadly never been more relevant. Oh, okay, well I look forward to reading that. It comes with an empty envelope, so I think you're supposed to pass this on as a Christmas card, so we'll see, I might do that. My book for week 1 is 10 Little Herrings by Elsie Tyler. Let's read the blurb. Last seen boarding a plane which exploded mid-flight, crime writer Ethelred Tressler is discovered, to the bafflement of his dogged literary agent Elsie Furkettle, to be alive and currently residing in the Loire Valley. Having followed Ethelred to a run-down French hotel hosting a stamp collectors' conference, chaos ensues when one guest is found fatally stabbed, soon followed by the murder of a rich Russian oligarch. Elsie is torn between her natural desire to interfere in the investigation and her urgent need to escape from the hotel and buy high-class chocolate. Ethelred, meanwhile, seems to know more about the killings than he is letting on. Finally, the time comes when Elsie must assemble the various suspects in the dining room and reveal the truth. Yeah, I like mysteries, I like detective stories, and I understand the need to buy high-class chocolate as well, so we'll see. I have to say though, white on yellow, it's not the greatest font color choice, but yeah, I look forward to this. As a side note, this box also comes with some packaging material that will make Cleo very happy because she likes hunting strips of paper. So as soon as this box is empty, I will put it downstairs and she will probably roll around in it for an hour. But now, to week 2. Okay, week 2 comes with a paper folding of sorts. Started in Germany in the 1700s, the Christingle service has been popular for years in Britain. Christingles raise money for the Children's Society. Each year, Christingles raise over £1.2 million to help vulnerable children. Christingles are generally made from an orange, representing the world, with a candle pushed into the center, representing Jesus, the light of the world. There's a red ribbon tied around the center of the orange, the blood of Christ, and skewers with dried fruits and sweets on, representing the fruits of the earth. Some may have 4 cloths stuck in them, representing the wounds of Jesus. Okay, I've never heard of this before, but I'm also not religious, so that's not really a surprise, I guess. But yeah, here have an orange. I stabbed it for you, and it has Jesus' blood on it as well. It's like, okay, cool. I see why I'm not attending church. So instead I have a paper decoration for a tree we don't have. Maybe I'll have to put it on my boyfriend's parents' tree or something, assuming they have one. I don't even know. Recipe card. This time it's mince pies. Okay, a thing that I have never made myself, that we just tend to buy at the shop, but well, we have, or actually you just get a jar of mince meat. You don't even make the filling yourself. Okay, well, but I have a recipe now, so, you know, if I ever feel the urgent need to make mince pies myself, after I bought mincemeat, I suppose, I can. Well, book for week 2. Far more important. My book for week 1 is Dead Harvest by Chris F. Holm, and the publisher is Angry Robot, so I like that. Let's see what the blurb has to say. Sam Thornton collects souls, the souls of the damned to be precise. Once collected himself, he's now doomed to ferry souls to hell for all eternity. In service of the dead he can never repay. But when he's dispatched to collect the soul of a girl he believes is innocent, Sam does something no collector has ever done before. He refuses. Some of that sounds a bit more like a YA novel, to be honest, but we'll see. I like urban fantasy, so I'll read it and put a review up at some point. That's it for week 1 and 2. Looking forward to these books, same as for week 3, which I already opened. And can't wait to open book 4. What is the best Christmas present? A broken drum, you can't beat it. Oh my god, how I do not look forward to opening Christmas crackers and reading these so not funny jokes. What do Santa's helpers learn at school? The alphabet. Okay, cool. Why are Christmas trees so bad at sewing? They always drop their needles. Oh my god, unless you have a cat and they get destroyed way before they can even drop their needles. Oh, what do snowmen eat for breakfast? Snowflakes. Wonderful. I have The Raven Wheel by A.F. Stone. Let's see. When you're being dragged under, the choice is fly or die. The Raven Wheel follows 3 troubled teenagers as they struggle to seize control of their lives. Wayward Ty wants to finally make his father proud. Bright but awkward Kian is desperate to reconnect with his estranged mom. Impulsive rebel Rhea harbors a secret desire to murder her father. Okay, that last one is going to be an interesting perspective. Their lives intertwine as they strive to succeed and find themselves in too deep too late. Whatever. Okay, it's a debut novel apparently. Looking forward to reading and reviewing that. We have Chocolate Orange Black. Okay, tea. Yep, black tea with chocolate orange taste. Nice. I'm actually not the biggest fan of chocolate oranges, but you know, in my tea it's gonna be fine. What is this? A recipe for Lebkuchen. Beautiful. I shall hand it to my family and see whether it matches the family recipe. If we have one, I don't know. I don't even like Lebkuchen, so whatever. My boyfriend might have to eat all of it. Look for Christmas lights. This is one of our family Christmas traditions, and we like to save it for the middle of the month when everything is getting a little hectic and stressed. It's very simple. All you have to do is wrap up warm, maybe take a thermos of hot chocolate, tea or coffee with you if you're walking, or a blanket for the car if you're not a driver, and take a little trip around your neighborhood looking for festive lights. You can also put up your own lights for other people to find. Okay, well, we don't own any Christmas lights, so our house will look bleak and sad. But it's something I used to do at my parents' old place before they moved from house to a flat, to not have to take care of a garden, for one. Because our neighbors back then, they used to go all out. Like, it was winter wonderland down one street. It was crazy. Right, that's it for week 1. Looking forward to the book, looking forward to the tea. Good start. Christmas has arrived and it's time to open the last of the Ninja Book Box Advent Calendar. You can actually notice this is a 4, unlike the 3 I couldn't read, so. We have, Book Ninja, a little ornament for a tree. We have a recipe for a gingerbread latte fudge. You have to buy ginger cake for this though, okay. But the rest, maybe. We'll see. Might try gingerbread latte, fudge. Okay, I don't speak Icelandic and it will show. Jola Bukaflot. You may have heard of this Icelandic tradition as it's become popular in bookish circles the past few years. Okay, so I know what it is, I just don't know how to pronounce it. Right. On Christmas Eve, families and friends give each other books and then spend the rest of the evening reading. This stems from the tradition in Iceland of compiling a listing of all the many hundreds of books published in the country in the months leading up to Christmas. This listing is then distributed to households for free and people are encouraged to buy books. I appreciate the tradition. Not sure that's gonna work with my boyfriend's family, but generally speaking, my boyfriend is also giving me books for Christmas, so, at least one of us will do just this. The book for week 4 is very shiny. It is Philip Pullman, Northern Lights. Okay, you can see how shiny it is from there, but I've read this before in German many years back. So maybe not one I need to review, but maybe I'll read it at some point. The Dark Materials trilogy, and the book for week 4 is the first one of it. I was hoping for something standalone, to be honest. But it's pretty, it's very shiny, so that's nice. Anyway, that was all there was in the Ninja Book Box Advent Calendar, and I am quite fond of it. I might get it again next year. Thank you so much for stopping by. Let me know whether you're interested in a book box calendar like that. And happy holidays to everyone, whatever you're celebrating this time of the year. And I'll be back next week with another video. Bye folks!